Fans, Zach here alongside Devin Williams, the first of our players so far that we've done that's a returner. Obviously, doesn't need too much of an introduction, but we'll start things off maybe talking a little bit about your background that maybe some fans don't know about. Just going all the way back to maybe childhood and how you got started in hockey. Obviously, played in Erie, coming from the Michigan area, but before then, with your youth hockey, what got you playing the game and what got you to become a goaltender as opposed to maybe skating out?
Yeah, so my grandma was the one that got me into playing goalie and into playing hockey. She was a big Wings fan and a big fan of Hasek and Osgood, so she figured that'd be a good spot for me to go. So that's kind of how I got started and stayed in the net.
Do you ever kind of want to rock one of those old school helmets with Hasek and Osgood? Those guys that kind of held on a little longer than everybody else.
I actually did. I actually used to.
Oh, that's awesome.
Believe it or not, I actually did.
And so you're growing up in Michigan. Obviously, there's lots of college programs around there, but you decided to take the major junior route and ended up playing in Erie. What was that like, and what was your thought process deciding on the major junior route opposed to the NCAA route?
Yeah, I think they're both good routes, but I wanted to take the route that would prepare me the best for a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, in college, you only play 30 to maybe 40 games
right.
a year.
Yeah, the max probably.
Yeah, and then in Erie, we were playing the 64 games plus playoffs every year, so almost 100 games every year. So it was more so just the development to be able to be ready to play pro.
Mm-hmm. And with Erie, one of the few franchises that are south of the border from the Canadian Hockey League, but they've had a ton of talent come through there recently. And what was it like playing with some of those guys that are now putting up, absolutely monstrous numbers in the NHL? With Strome and McDavid especially.
Yeah, who are they? No, I'm just kidding. It was a lot of fun. They were obviously great guys, and it's cool to see how they worked every day, and you get to see some stuff in practice that people don't see in games. So there was some pretty interesting moves coming out in practice.
And after that, you went to Acadia, which is part of the Canadian college system. And for fans that don't know, you still maintain your eligibility to play there if you played major junior. It's a pretty popular route for guys to go. And what led you to that specific school, and what made you decide, hey, I want to do a little bit of college here before turning pro?
Yeah, well, it was a bit of a last-minute decision. I was trying to get an American League deal, and it got a little late into the summer to the point where it was, didn't really know if it was going to happen. And so it was more of a last minute, just needed a place to play, and ended up, going that route for the year. It was, obviously it was a good place. I met a lot of good people, but obviously I wanted to play pro, so came here.
And you talked about the American League for a little bit. You got to spend some time in San Antonio, not just at camps, but eventually ended up playing in some games and put up some good numbers. What was it like playing in the American League, especially with that being a goal of yours when you were coming out of juniors?
Yeah, it was great. I felt pretty good. Obviously, you have some nerves when you start, but once I settled in it, it's like any other hockey game. You're just there to stop the puck. So I had a lot of fun. It was a blast, a good learning experience, and obviously it makes you want to strive to stay up there.
Outside of hockey, this year a little bit different maybe with what you'd like to do in your free time. But in a normal year, what do you do? And then what's changed with the bubble and everything going on in 2020?
Ooh, a normal year? I don't know. It's usually dog and girlfriend that really take up the time. So I don't know. A lot of us on the team have Xbox and Fortnite and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty chilled and laid back, and usually I'm just gaming most of the time.
Are you still rolling Fortnite as your main go-to game, or have you kind of?
Yeah, that's the main one, but Call of Duty started to take over, so yeah. We're still testing it out a little bit, but it's between those two.
Who do you think's the best Call of Duty player, and who do you think's the best Fortnite player on the team?
Oh, well, so far the only Call of Duty person I've played with so far is Darbs. So Darby would be my save for that. But for Fortnite, it's gotta be Danny Moynihan. He's he's pretty good.
scoring goals and, winning battle royales, I guess, left and right.